everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Today we are going to be taking a look at a very special game that is very near and dear to my heart. A couple days ago, I think you've seen the, we did a video on the Kickstarter that's coming up, the Battle of Caden. You're going to want to check that out. Another fantastic thing. But if you are a war game player, then you know the Hero System Tactical by Devil Pig Games, and that's Heroes of Normandy. And today we're going to be taking a look at their latest edition, the big red one. And this one hits all my buttons and more. Let's go down to the table, check this little masterpiece out, and then we'll come up and I'll give you my So let's talk about this newest edition, the Big Red One edition. This one may be one of my favorites because it hits on a theme that I really love from a movie I really enjoy. You're going to get a ton of these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful maps and tons of things. One of the things that I'm really impressed with is, hey, listen, they listen to you guys. They listen to you, and they have fixed the rule book. I know that rule books in the past were a little tough to understand, but everything is broken out as far as the division badges, the unit name, where it fits in and everything like that, your defensive values, your combat values versus certain videos and I mean videos, certain vehicles, as well as combat stats against large vehicles. We're going to take a look at one of these chits just so you understand what is going on here. Okay, first of all, over here you're going to have your movement, you're going to have your division. As you can see, that little symbol, sometimes they'll have some kind of special symbols. That one means it can be it's for assault. You've got your combat value that you're going to add to your dice roll. On top here is against light vehicles, and then to the exact right is against heavy vehicles. As you can see, this unit has no effect against heavy vehicles. And then underneath here is your defense value, as you are going to be rolling dice. Now, over here, as you can see, if it gets hit, this unit can take 2 hits. So when it gets hit, it's going to flip over, and there is going to be a weaker side. Okay, so essentially what happens here is that a team may be within a certain range to fire at each other, as long as they have line of sight and everything and so forth and so on. And as you can see, they're going to get +2 with no modifiers. Okay, over here you could have modifiers for being in any kind of brush or anything like that. That is either going to help you or hurt you, depending on where you are at. You're going to fire. You're going to roll a die, of course, which we have right here. And let's just roll for the heck of it. This fire team is going to fire onto this fire group here. So let's see what they get. Well, they get a 5. +2 is 7. That means they're going to take a hit. And guess what? They're going to be reduced. Well, guess what? They can fire back. Let's see what happens here. They're only going to get a +1 because they're wounded. And, oh, they get a 1 + 1 is 2 against that 4. That's not going to do anything. So that's how easy combat can be. I mean, just very, 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 very simple. Of course, off camera, you didn't see me flip this over, but that's okay. The other thing is that you're going to have a hand of cards, depending on how many players you have. These cards can affect the outcome, can change the tide of the battle. But the thing that really gets me about the big red one, and if you played this game before, I'm not explaining any rules. I'm just kind of giving you a nice overview of how everything goes. And just in case you've never seen this before. But one of the things that I really love about this new edition is, yes, one of my favorite war movies of all time, believe it or not, is Kelly's Heroes. So you have Clint, okay? You've got Oddball that you can play with. And who could forget Otto at the end and that giant tiger? I mean, just tremendous how they just bring this all home. And just give you this Hollywood flavor that really sits through here and does everything. The rule book has been improved. They've done a fantastic job doing it, and really I enjoyed rereading this again. Really explains things, is done fantastically. It's going to help you, all the erratas in here and everything, and that's really going to help you out. A fantastic scenario book, and just tons and tons of scenery and everything else that you would expect from this fantastic company that just does a fantastic job. I mean, you've got your field commanders, your rooms that you're going to be fighting in. Again, more of this. Just tons and tons of this. Just fantastic. I mean, flamethrowers. I mean, who doesn't love flamethrowers, right? And just tons and tons of just great and fantastic and well done. The art has been improved on all the units. You get a ton in here. You get a couple of pounds of stuff. You're getting over 300 pieces, over 100 cards, and just everything that you need. If you never played this game, you could start right here and really enjoy it. But I think you'll find that you're going to be hunting down all the stuff and bringing it back in. Let's go up top and get my final thoughts on the Big Red 1 edition. Now, Devil Pig games have always, the quality has just always been through the roof. And one of the things about this game, particularly, like I said down at the table, the Kelly's Hero references, that was it. I was done. I was all in. One of the reasons you haven't seen more of this on the channel was that I used to play it by myself. I have, Shadows over Normandie. I have the first game. I've got to get Stalingrad, and I've got to get some of the Pegasus and some of the other stuff, which is hard to hunt down. But I always used to have to play against myself. And, well, that kind of went away because we're going to be covering something very, very cool in another video, which is this solo mode. You have a chance to get this along with the Big Red 1. Trust me, you're going to want to run out and get it. And I haven't even scratched the surface yet, which we'll do another video on Bloody Omaha, which is how they all got here, the Big Red 1. You know, they had to go to Omaha, and now, you know, this really takes in 44. You know, you're in France, and you're going over the beautiful countryside, just fighting Germans, which is just fantastic. And this is a game that you have to have. You have to have this. First of all, you know, I could sit here and I can talk all day long about how great this company is, the quality of the components, listening to the fans, and everything else that they've done. The storage boxes, which we're going to do another video on. We have a lot of videos to cover on this stuff and a lot of content, so you can get invested, and I can give you a feel of how great this game is and how well done it is. The two designers are just brilliant. Okay, the company as a whole, what else can you say? I mean, just everything that you could ever want in a game is here by just this fantastic company, and they do it so well. The new rule book, listening to the fans, the errata that they put in, everything that you can ask, they've done and made it available for you. That's why I think, you know, if you go out and get this Big Red 1 edition, support also the Battle of Cayden, which I believe is up on Kickstarter on May 18th. Please, I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. This is just one of my favorites. And with the new solo stuff that we're going to cover in another video, a must-have, my friends. Until next time, I know I'm gushing. What can I say? What more can I say? They really have done it. Jan and Clem, you guys are just brilliant. You are now my personal heroes. Another fantastic job. Support this fantastic game, this fantastic company. And until next time, it's your old pal Rob saying, We'll see you soon, everybody.